Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? This is Tall Man Tarot. Tall Man Tarot. Yeah, I'd like to welcome y'all to the channel, Thank you. Thank you for your love and for your support. Thank you for coming to hang out with me for a few minutes. Let's see what it is that Spirit would like to talk to us about. I hope you're having a good day, night, wherever you are, whenever you view this. Hope everything is good for you. Hope you're feeling good. All right, let's do it. It's over. It's done. What you couldn't do yourself has been done. You don't feel it that way. It's time to go after your wishes now. Your wishes are being fulfilled now. Some of you, it's fast travel in front of you, communication, shit moving, gaining motion. You getting motion? What's going on? You getting some motion right now, collective? Some of you are moving away from something and moving into something. Getting away from something, moving into something. Look like it's more money involved in this situation right here than it is with this, right? Right. That's what it looks like to me. Self-sufficient, independent, IDEEBNT, whatever. Coming out of your head. You're no longer trapped. Their words no longer work. You were unhappy. You ain't trying to hear that shit no more. They can't sell dreams to you anymore. The veil has lifted and shit has shifted. Boom, double confirmation. It is over. You're focusing on taking care of your own shit. This is my big ass pentacle, and I'm not sharing it anymore. You're thinking about things though. Damn. What you're not what you're not talking about is the fact that you have gone inward. You have gone inward to think about everything that went down in this situation that you are leaving behind. Now, I don't know if you left 2 relationships or you just left 1 and you're very serious about that 1. Could have been a partnership and a love relationship, or you were it's the same, right? Okay, so you're double done with everything, put it that way. Lots of swords here in your head about emotions. Yeah, so you're in a hermit phase right now, right? Where you're going inside and you're thinking about everything. You're trying to come up with the perfect plan. You're trying to come up with the perfect plan for yourself, though. Okay, this isn't involving anyone else. You made a decision. So it's like, okay, you made a decision to heal, okay? But you haven't made a decision on which direction you're gonna go, but it is towards healing. You still feel like you've been left out in the cold and not experiencing any victories right now at this time. And that's to be expected if you just left some kind of relationship here. Some of you are thinking, whether you should put any more effort into this thing. after you receive a message. This could be a younger water sign, maybe a not so mature water sign. It's like they're trying to bring you a message, almost as to try to sway you to see things their way, and it's like you actually think about it, but literally that's all you're doing is thinking about it. You still have you're still making plans to not have someone that doesn't take action. It's just words. It's just words. You heard what I said earlier, right? When I said their words, you're not trying to hear that shit anymore. Their words don't work anymore. Whoever this is all about talk. They're not about action. They just talk. They want to sell you a dream. They sell you a fantasy, and they don't produce anything. That's what I keep getting that. And they solely operate off of keeping you in a confused energy. Yeah, you're actually the King of Cups. Like, you do it all. Whoever I'm talking to, you're a well-rounded partner to be in a relationship with. And the person that you're dealing with, they're not like that. Take that how you take that. They ain't like that. They're not. Instead, they supplement action for talking and more talking. They talk too much. Talk too fucking much. No action. I mean, person, I just said that. No action. They're not worth your time. Nothing moves forward with this person. So whatever decision that you're making is the right decision. Get away from this person. Yeah. You're working on leaving. Clear as day. You're working on leaving. So do that. Do that. This person they're not about action. They can't do anything for you at all. Work on yourself. Work on yourself. When you work on yourself, then your opportunities for finances and resources are going to improve, right? It has a lot to, okay, yeah, it's been called for me to talk about this really quick. Some of you believe that you should just jump right out and jump into working really hard towards money first, right? And I know that there is a need for financial, right? There is a need for financial. There's always a need for financial and then more financial. Like, that never ends. That never ends. But when you do this, right? When you do this, what I'm about to say, it improves your financial. It improves it. Like, it blesses you a little bit more, right? When you decide to work on yourself first. When you decide to make yourself feel like $1,000,000 first. When you put that work into yourself first, and it won't take long, I promise. You start, maybe focusing on fitness and focusing on your heart space, your mind, like putting some sweat equity into yourself first. And then once you feel like, oh, okay, I got myself together, I got my look together, I feel good. Just small improvements, okay? I'm not saying try to do lose 100 pounds or some shit like that. Just, you'll know when you start to feel a lot better about yourself. And then that's when you turn around and divert your energy towards the pentacle, towards finances and resources. And just watch how the money kind of, it's a difference. Some of you need to not be in the energy. Okay, let me rewind that back a little bit. When you were in a relationship, you could have not really cared about where your pentacles were going. and where it was flowing, right? So let's just say going out to eat, going out to drink and out to dinner and stuff like that, right? Right. So when I say you take care of yourself first, that could involve cutting out all of those things where your pentacles were flowing. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So you all those places, those things that were contributing to you not being in the Queen of Wands energy, which is you could have felt overweight, unhealthy, or whatever like that. Once you focus on yourself and become healthy, you cut out those things, which in turn comes back to you in pentacles. So that's what I'm saying. You're not just getting a regular money, you're actually doubling up because you're not wasting money on those things that, you know, you used to feel like you needed in the past. That's what I'm trying to say. So once you take care of yourself, because if you just work on money, right, you're going to continue in the same habits that you've been in. But if you work on yourself and become healthier, then your money isn't being spent on those things, which in turn makes you more abundant. Thank you, Spirit. That's the truth. I love this job. Yeah. That's the truth to why you were unhappy, too. That's the truth to why you were unhappy. That's the truth to why you were unhappy, too. It's because you didn't feel like yourself because you had gotten buried by all of these things in excess. Could have been, you know, like gluttony in a way, right? Where you just didn't feel good about yourself. It could have been the both of you. Yeah. So that could be a big thing in your life. Getting into the Queen of Wands energy, right? When you become healthy, you become more action oriented in a different way. Some of you sexually, some of you didn't feel good enough to even be sexual. Like it was like, yeah, it's a lot with that. Whatever that was, that spirit of gluttony or however you were living before, it was time for that to come to an end and you focusing on yourself and your body and your mental and your emotional, like everything. You needed a whole revamp when it comes down to that. Because that's the real reason why everything is probably has come to an end here. Now, I don't know. I'm seeing the Seven of Swords in reverse. You may feel like someone was doing something to you, and that's what you're thinking about. You don't really have the proof. You don't really have the proof. But you feel like something was going on. And the reason why you feel like something was going on has a lot to do with self-esteem. Your self-esteem. Okay. So yeah, that's a part of your going into hermit mode. Wow, your Ten of Pentacles is coming in fast. That came out quick. That came out quick. Something is, either way it go, whatever you did here in this situation, you listen to your intuition in the situation to end it. And whatever you're about to do is about to move you into attention. Damn. The Sun. This is the happiest shit that could ever happen. That could ever happen to you. That you're getting ready to walk into. Are you ready? So please do this. Please move into the Queen of Wands energy. If you don't know what that is, go look it up. But it's all about you getting back to yourself. Getting your mojo back. Getting back in your bag. Don't focus on people and all that shit right now. Get to yourself. Give yourself the love that you need to feel good like you used to. Key word. Key words. Used to. You are something, whoever you are. You're getting ready to have happiness. Okay? You need to understand that part. So get yourself right so that you can experience the happiness the way that you want to. It's very hard for you to get rid of this person that talks a lot. Get rid of them. All they do is talk. You fell for a talker. Chalk it up. Take the L. Take the L. Recognize it for what it was. Let it go. This is your enlightenment. Hangman in reverse. This is your enlightenment. Hearing this is your enlightenment. No more juggling. You also don't have to wait for something good to come in because it's coming. There's no growth in the situation. Is there growth? Ask yourself that question. This is why the tower came. This is why the tower is coming for those that ain't been through this yet. This is why the tower is coming. Ask yourself this. With this person, were they associated with any kind of growth? Was there some action that went on besides in the bedroom? I'll wait. Yeah? No. Right. Okay. So with that being said, the tower's here, or the tower has come. That's the reason why the tower came already for some of you. That was your enlightenment. It's hard to get away from this person because they talk a good game. That's it. But who you can't talk a good game to is the Most High. You can't talk your way out of that shit. So, moving forward. Yeah, you can, think about the good times that y'all had or whatever, but you'll be missing out on the opportunity that Spirit is trying to hand to you. Do you see the hand that you're not looking at? Instead, you're looking at the 3 of Cups that's spilled. See the 3 cups that are spilled? There's nothing in it. See these 3 cups right here? Same 3 cups. You're too busy looking at that and missing out. You're missing your blessing. The Most High is trying to hand you a blessing. Somebody don't want me to talk about this. Yeah. You can miss your blessing. Keep thinking about the past and you're going to miss out on your future. The 10 of Pentacles, you're going to miss that. Yeah. You're not going to feel defeated soon, okay? Don't worry about it. I'm not going to beat a dead horse here, okay? You hear this message, right? You would be crazy to go back to somebody that never did anything and all they did was talk. All they're good at is talking. Take a look at all of the good times that you did have, right? That you're thinking about, right? You're reminiscing, right? Not to how do I say this? I don't want to make you look or sound braggadocious or anything, right? Like you're bragging, right? But were you actually responsible for that happiness that you are reminiscing on? Who created the moments? Go to the source of those moments, right? Let me give an example so that we can kind of understand. Who was funding the happiness? Like who took the action to make those events happen to where memories were made? Just take a deep dive and dig into that, right? Was it you? Because in the end, you were making yourself happy and you're seeing that you were the one taking the action to really make this whole thing happen. You were making yourself happy this entire time. It was you. It was you all along. I'm seeing a person that didn't take any action for real, and all they did was talk. But you stood on business, and if you said that you were going to do something, you actually did it. And that's what it looks like. And that's what you're doing right now. Yo, I'm going to leave this situation, and I'm done with it, and you did it. And that person is still talking while you're doing. Still talking. But yeah, do me a favor and go back to those moments, right? The moments that you're crying about, not crying about, but just reminiscing, right? You're thinking about this, you know, the good times that were had or whatever. Did you fund that? Were you the reason why those moments happened? Did you make those moments because you're the person of action and the other person is of talking? Now that could only be for some, or it could be for all of y'all. But just think about that. Was it you that was making yourself happy is the question here. Figure that out. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's up. I love you all. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.